what options come up there and have a crack there. And, you know, I say still driving the gym twice a day training. And I've been like looking at watching Tyson's interviews like the last few months, and it's like I've had a few months of, you know, chilling out and stuff like that, and it was hard. It was hard. You just got to keep that routine of getting in the gym, and that's what I was doing. I was in the gym. I was taking over, and then the phone. I was just waiting for opportunity and waiting for the phone to go to get into a fight, and you know, it was any fight really, just to get that focus of the camp and routine back in it, and then, you know, get out there and get some big fights.
Is that you want to be into big fights? Because obviously we got a decent old light heavyweight division in Britain with, you know, Bouts and Yarde's obviously fighting Beterbiev. Callum's there, obviously, you know, you fought Callum before, but Callum Johnson's just sort of stepped out of it now. But you know, do you think if you win this, you could actually be in with a Yarde or a Bouts, you know, fighting for a world title?
Well, that's what I looked at it. You know, when the phone rang for this, I looked at it and went, do you know what? I looked at the rankings, and I think like Boxer's got me, you know, got Callum #1, who's light heavyweight now, established, fighting for the world title next. Yarde fighting for the world title, and Bouatsi's fighting IBF at the time, eliminated, and then they put me there, and I'm like, well, they've established that light heavyweight now. You know, here's a fight now, back on Sky, back on a good platform, up in a division that I'm new to. So this can be the fight that will put me back in the mix there. I'm back on track at the top light heavy. So it was a fight that come along. I was like, yeah, I'm happy with that. Where I'm at, and, you know, where they got me at the rankings. And as I said, then, you know, the lads who are above me now, they're all next in line for world titles. I get a good performance next week, and, you know, I'm back in the mix.
Do you how does light heavyweight suit you? Because you've always had good height. You're a tall guy. So I mean, it must be reasonably straightforward.
Yeah. Well, the last few fights have been a bit, you know, just on light heavy, a bit over, and, you know, I'd come back from COVID, and my weight was a bit high, so I knuckled down, got that down, and I've been taking over in the gym. So, you know, you still, you know, as you get a bit older, it gets a bit tougher to shift off. But I've got a nutritionist, you know, everything's on track, and, you know, I'm feeling okay, feeling strong, sharp. So, there hasn't been a problem, but things are on track really.
The opponents feel any different?
Well,
the size of the opponents, they punch harder.
No, that's it. With my last 3 fights at light heavy, I've knocked out. So, and, you know, okay, the last guy I fought, he went 8 rounds with that Richards kid, Lerone Richards, who's supposed to be this prospect, and he went 8 rounds with him. I end up stopping him in 2, and then the other 2 guys weren't really known, but they had 23 knockouts out of 24 fights, and the guy that I knocked out in the last one before, he'd beat a top-ranked prospect, Olympian and everything like that, and won the Chinese kid who's a prospect for top rank. He beat him, and I ended up putting him out in 2 rounds. So the power's there, the strength's there. It's just using it at the right time. And I've had good sparring. I've had just finished sparring now. My last one, I've had the Giovanni Di Carlos, the tough Italian guy, 2-time world champion back in the day, and I'm heavy-handed. I'm heavy-handed, and, you know, when I'm landing with 16 on you know, I'm feeling it right through my hands and my arms. So I don't know what they're feeling, but, you know, I've got a good kid in front of me, so let's see what happens.
You think you've been a bit forgotten, though?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because you know, everyone's like, because of the fight I had with Kennel, and obviously COVID.
No way, don't say that. Black smoke.
Keep going, Rocky.
No, with COVID, and then I've had a few little fight back, nothing big. No big marquee names or fight, no fault of my own. people might look and go, well, I haven't been missing. I've been taking over. I was sparring Badou Jack not so long ago. You know, I've done 30 now, Badou Jack, and they didn't get me back after the fourth spar, and they said, oh no, we don't need you back now. And it was a spar that I was handling well, and never asked for me back after that out in Dubai. So that brought me, you know, oh hey, you know, I haven't gone nowhere here. You know what I mean? I just sparred the cruiserweight there and just, you know, done well. And I even got on when he was fighting out in Dubai. I even messaged saying I'll step up to cruiserweight and fight him on the Usyk and Joshua bill if he wants to fight. And he had the other plans for him, but that's how confident when I come back, you know, after COVID. And to say, I'm always in the gym, always sparring, even if it's, you know, if it's anyone I'm mixing in, I'm still, you know, it's still there. So, as I say, you know, I'm training well, everything's going well. So let's just see what comes on Saturday night now.
Excellent. Cheers, Rocky. I'll let others join in.
Let's see you, Rob.
Later, mate. Bye.
Sorry, mate.
Okay. If the next person wants to ask some questions, just unmute your mic and fire away. I think I've just muted someone. I'm just trying to unmute somebody that was trying to ask. Sorry, let me just figure that out.
Hi, Rocky. Tom from Boxing Social.
Hi, mate.
You've been in there with Canelo. You've beat John Ryder, who's now considered a world title contender. Despite being a challenger at the new weight, do you believe that Dan Azeez is actually the one who sort of has to prove himself to be at your level?
Well, yeah. I mean, he's you know, coming up the rank, and he's doing what he's been doing. He's, you know, he's fighting everyone he's been put in front of, and he wants to, you know, step up with a good name and good opponents. And obviously they've contacted me, but maybe he could have went a different opponent before he stepped up with me. But we'll see. But yeah, it's a good fight. I've been in with a lot of good experienced guys, and I've been around for a while, and you know, it's his big step up. So see if he can match it.
With the break you've had from the sport, you've boxed just 5 rounds in 3 years. Do you believe that, like, the inactivity, you think you can overcome that in the late rounds?
You know what? I just said then, like, I'm in the gym, and like, I know it's different, but I always spar. I'm always getting rounds up with anyone, and you know, cruiserweights, heavyweights, the light lads, anyone. So I'm always in the gym, always taking over, always getting sparring at least once a week. You know, maybe not once a week, but every couple of weeks or so, when I haven't got a camp. So, I think, you know, where I'm at in my career, and you know, how long I've been doing this for, I think it could play a little part of inactivity, maybe, but we'll see. And you know, it only brings out more that you've got to push to. You know, if you've peaked too high, then you can't go no more. Or if you've under peaked and you're under inactivity, then you can push yourself that next level, and maybe in the fight, that's where it comes.
Ron mentioned that you were a bit of a forgotten man. Do you think that'll work to your advantage with Azeez maybe taking a step too early?
Yeah, that was it. Like, that's the fight. When the fight come over, and I'm in the gym. I just finished the gym session, and they come over, and I'm like looking at it, going, well, I'm in the gym. I want to fight. You know, the last year or two, I've had loads of call outs, people calling me out, and nothing's ever happened. And then I was just in the gym thinking, you know, he's on Sky backing him. You know, where I'm on the rankings, you know, I'm just new to the light heavyweight division now, so it's a big platform, Sky Boxer, you know, everyone's backing this kid, and it's a fight for me now to go, right, well, I take this kid on, I do well, I beat him in style, and then Rocky Fielding's back in the mix then for the top guys then.
Do you believe that you could have had them fights, and you might have had a bit of hard luck in recent times making the big fights then?
Yeah, I think obviously, you know, it was down obviously the COVID thing, like, you know, everyone had a stall there, and then everyone's got their own, you know, everyone at light heavyweight, because I was in between what weights I'm going to come back at, and the ones at light heavyweight, they're all established at light heavyweight, they're all got themselves next in line for world titles. So I have to bide my time now. I haven't got time that long to be barring, but I think this was the right opportunity. I think everything fell into place. Everything happened for a reason, and this is, you know, a reason to establish yourself in the light heavyweight division in the domestic scene of fighting Azeez on Sky on a good platform. Can put me back in the mix.
Top man, cheers for that, mate.
David.
Hi, Rocky. It's Rahul here from Punch Out Boxing. Just wondering, how do you rate Dan's skill set? Because when he won the British title, he handled Hosea Burton's height quite well. Obviously, he's got momentum on his side. He's just been progressively fighting better opponents. Yeah, how do you rate him?
Do you know what? I only, since the fight got mentioned, I had to look him up and I looked at him. Yeah, good win against Jose. You know, Jose is a good kid. You know, maybe stayed at the weight too long, killing himself at the weight too long, and he's had some wars and fights. I haven't. Seen he had a decent fight with Ricky Summers, and it was a split decision. So I've sparred Ricky years ago. We had to send Ricky back home after the second day. What was the last fight? Peters. I was actually there, but I weren't there. I was there to watch Tasha. I was actually there. Took my little boy. He was on. Took my little boy, but he got tired. He started moaning, trying to pass some Skittles, iPads, and it wasn't a fight that I was watching folksy. But I look back on it now online, and he does things well. He does what he does well. There's nothing I haven't fought over my career. You know, style wise, I think I fought every style possible in my career, in my fight. So there's nothing that I haven't seen before. So it's more about him with my style and you know, his big step up now against me and see what he can deliver.
Hi, Rocky. Ashok Yomani from Sports.com. You said you haven't got long time to be biding. How long realistically do you still want to keep going?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm still, you know, I'm still up the hills with the young lads here in the gym. Oliver's lad, you know, Oliver's lad alone, and all the young kids. I'm still smoking them up the hills. I'm still getting good time. I'm still getting out of bed twice a day. You know, in the morning running, then back in the gym, back in the evening. So, you know, I'm in bad. I haven't time to like just start waiting for fights. You know, I want to kickstart now, finish this year with a good win, and then go into the start of next year. You know, with something in place. You know, something that the fans want to see, a big, you know, decent fight, and that's what I want to do. I want to progress on and get to back up the ladder and up the mix. And, you know, I've got to start off by next week. But as I say, I'm still motivated, I'm still out, out running, out in the gym, training. So I think when fighters haven't got that, then it's time to think, but everything's still there, and, you know, see Saturday what's there.
Did you see John Ryder beat Zach Parker last month? And if so, what did you think about it?
I didn't see it. I think it was the other fight. Was the other fight on the same night? I don't think it's all the same time this year. I didn't see it. But you know what? I was going to tweet out a day ago before on the day and said I'll have Ryder to stop him, and I didn't put it out there or nothing. But I had in my head Ryder to stop him, and I just sensed, like, in the press conference, and when I looked online, head to head, and Zach, he just didn't seem like he was, you know, some of the things he was saying in interviews didn't seem like he was there. And I thought, Ryder, you know, since I beat him, he's come on loads. He's done well, great wins. So yeah, good luck to him. He's doing well. Each fight, he seems that he's getting better. Now that's the same, you know, when it's similar. You know, I've only lost to Canelo years ago and Callum even fucking longer. So, you know, people are looking at me going, where have you been? Or, you know, this and that. But I've only lost 2 good guys. One was 4 years ago and one was 2015. You know, and I've had a couple of wins. I've obviously COVID came and I haven't been active, but you know, I haven't gone anywhere. I'm still training, still working hard, still learning, still, you know, everything's coming together with Jamie and Nige in the gym. So, you know, Saturday should show that I'm back in the mix.